Alright, so what's up guys? So we're out here on another run, out here doing this craziness for all you guys to simply sit back, watch, admire, and enjoy. So as we dive into today's video topic, we are going to discuss with you several things for, your younger self, right? That we in particular learned, right? We don't want you to replicate or make these same mistakes. And even if you're getting a bit older, you can still learn from this too, and possibly reflect and continue on your journey, right? Because we are always learning, right? Don't forget that, no matter how old you are. But there's something undeniable about getting older, is that you get experience, right? You get wiser because things simply happen to you. So without further ado, we're going to give you 4 tips for our younger self. And the first tip has a bit to do with what we were just talking about, is that things happen. They don't happen to you, but they happen for you, right? So many people imagine themselves, right, when they're in a bad predicament, that it's the end of the world, right? That they should just give up or feel bad about themselves, right? And while yes, everybody can get unlucky at times, right? Bad things can happen to you, right? There's no denying that they're bad. But what only matters is how you react to them and how you think about it, right? So if you're thinking that things happen for you, not to you, when something catastrophic happens, let's say you're driving in one of these cars and you get into an accident, right? Many people will look at that as the worst thing in the world, right? Why me, right? If I only started driving 5 minutes later, I wouldn't have bumped into that person, or that person bumped into me and totaled my car, right? I'm never gonna see this vehicle again after today. But what you have to realize is that these things happen for a reason. They happen to show you, right, what it means to be a safe driver, right? Never to take that for granted, right? Every time you're able to successfully get in a car and get somewhere, right? Something special, something beautiful, because of the inherent risks that you're taking, right? And it going your way, right? By simply being or not being in an accident. So, what many people think, right, they get into a scary accident, is that at least, I'm still here. I still made it live, because very easily you couldn't have, right? But we are quick to make those judgments that this is horrible. This is awful. Right now, I'm going to be late for work. Now, my boss is probably going to yell at me, right? And possibly take away my job. But even if they do take away your job, you have to realize that even that happened for you, right? And while that may sound crazy, right? Be like, what? I'm not gonna be making money for probably the next couple of weeks. That's awful. Right? How am I gonna pay my rent, my bills? But you have to look at it as it happening for you, right? It makes you stronger. It makes you better able to survive, right? And deal with anything, right? Those are the true winners in this world, right? Not the ones that have everything, but the ones that have been through everything and made it, right? And are still here to tell the tale. So far too often, we can get hung up in rejections and failures. And here's tip number 2, is that things aren't always gonna go your way, right? And it's okay. It's part of life, right? You're not always going to win, right? Although winning can feel great, it could feel like everything, right? We know certainly for people like Michael Jordan, it was like life or death. Right? If he won, it was just another day. But if he lost, man, he couldn't sleep about it. He had to constantly prove that he was a winner, right? And to him, that would mean coming out on top. But to you, you gotta think about it as winning, as simply putting in the effort, right? That's all you can do, all you can control. And whatever happens after that is primarily due to chance, right? Due to occurrences simply outside of your control, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's natural part of life, as long as you have your side taken care of. But if you don't put in the effort, then you can point the finger at yourself. But even if it appears to be someone's complete fault, it never is their fault. It's always your fault, right? And that's tip number 3. Because far too many people push the blame onto other people, right? They blame whether it may be them not having the body that they wanted, or the amount of money that they want on another person, right? They may blame it as, I'm too busy, with a kid. I'm too busy working, right? It takes up too much of my time. But what few people realize is that if you really, really, really want something, you will go after it and you will get it regardless of your situation. Because to tell you the truth, you see a Tesla over here, people like Elon Musk made it happen, right? Running a multi-billion-dollar company, right? You can only imagine how much time and stress that would involve, right? He could have very easily told himself that this was too hard, right? This is too time consuming, right? I might as well focus on other things. But he took responsibility. He took it upon himself to do the work, make the time for it, right? And that's so crucial for so many of us, because far too often we can come up with a million excuses, and they're everywhere for you to find. But if you're simply able to overcome them and tell yourself that it's possible, you're gonna get there. But it sounds easier said than done, and because so many people can fall prey to those influences, and they can be scary and haunt you for a long time. But if you're able to take responsibility and really own your results, right, and really take action and worry about the things that you can control, you'll be on your way to leading a successful life, right? Because here's tip number 4, is that success is not defined as what you get, right? The objects, the promotions, the accolades and titles, right? It's not about that. It's about the journey, right? And embarking on a happy and fulfilling destiny. Because far too many people don't think like this. They think it's about getting the things, right? And when they get those things, it's not everything. And they realize that it's empty and unfulfilling. And before they know it, they're back to work, trying to chase more and more of those things. When little do they realize that the simple act of working towards their dreams is everything, right? Is the success, right? However you'd find it. But if you simply close your eyes and be blind to the journey, right, and its effects, right, watching yourself grow and become a better man or woman, if you forget about that journey, you're missing out, on the grand scheme, right? And that is not, about going to college, getting all the universities, degrees, and becoming a doctor And then I'll be happy, right? When I have a nice car and a nice house and a nice wife, right? That's not where the happiness is. The happiness is in every day working towards your dream and being happy doing it, right? Finding that purpose, that reason why you're doing it, right? To overcome your childhood demons, right? Whatever it is for you, figure that out and work towards it. Fall in love with the process. So, you know, for you, these are the 4 things or tips or pieces of advice for our younger self. As always, we say thank you very much for watching our video, and goodbye.